Hey everybody, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be talking about what I like to call the shorts. So there are two things that are shortened in Python that I find very useful. The first one is called short circuit evaluation, and what that is basically, if you start out a condition and midway you realize that there's something that is going to mess it up, and no matter what comes after, nothing's going to change, then you should probably stop there. And that's what the compiler thinks, and you could use that to your advantage. So let's have a look. For example, if you have an if statement, if true and true, right? That works fine. That's true, right? But if you have something like this, if false and true, and then whatever you want here, just print nothing, okay? Anything that comes after false, if the logical operator is and, doesn't matter. Because whatever happens here, if this was a million and a million trues, it doesn't matter. Because anything and false is false. So it stops right here. And this is what's called short circuit evaluation. Now, the same way works with or, okay? But in reverse. So if it's something false or true, then it is true. But what if we replace the positions? True or false? If this is true, and you see the or, whatever comes after this does not matter. And the reason for that is because anything or true is true. That's short circuit evaluation. Now, all right, the second thing is something that I find very useful, and I use it all the time, and you can see it in plenty of code. And it's basically shortening the adding something to itself. So let me show you what I mean. So let's say you have this value here, total is equal to 100, right? And you want to add something to it, right? You want to add 1. So you would say something like this, total is equal to total plus 1. Instead, you can do something simpler. You can just say total plus equal 1. Okay? What this is happening, what's happening here is basically that this has became shortened to this. And this could work the same way with other operators. So if you look at something like this, for example, let's have a look at this really quickly. So if you want to make it minus, then all you have to do is just basically do this. If you want to make it multiplication, you want to make it times, then all you have to do is just basically do this. Okay, and you probably guessed the last one, the division, right? And that's how it works, right? That's the shorthand. You'll find this, especially this one, being used almost all the time. So these are the two things that you might want to consider when you're making your conditions and when you're adding things to itself. And that's it. That's it. That's the video. But one thing though, I kept saying adding things to itself. You're not really adding things to yourself. You're adding something to the value and then storing it in itself. So you're overwriting it. Yeah, that's it. See you in the next one.